My name is Gray Yancey, and I'm doing my presentation on advertising alcohol. Alcohol and advertising has caused a lot of um, controversy in the past. Many believe that it is, you know, advertising for these harmful vices like alcohol, that, these things hurt people in the long run, and a lot of people, it can ruin people's lives, families. Too much alcohol can lead to cirrhosis of the liver and could eventually kill you. You drink too much, and it also is an addictive substance. So many people believe that just the fact that the advertising for this substance at all exists is unethical in itself. But there are people with the opposite view on it. The background: obviously been a rocky history for alcohol in the United States. It was obviously at its peak during Prohibition from 1920 to 1933, when all production and consumption of alcohol was illegal. It was still going on, obviously, but um, it just had to be done speakeasies and illegal bars and moonshine and things like that. And it's obviously not illegal anymore today, but there are rules in place, like the one where it's 71.6% of the audience has to be over the age of 21 in order to be able to advertise alcohol on that platform, whatever it may be. And I thought that was really interesting. I didn't know that they get down to that, specific of a number, but that was real interesting to find out that they do have rules like that. Um, Post Malone and Bud Light. This was a big uh, Super Bowl commercial that happened last year. Obviously, a lot of people were watching it. A lot of people liked it. Um, Many people saw a problem with it since Post Malone is a very popular rapper with a lot of influence, and he does have a large audience that is under the age of 21. Probably a large audience over the age of 21, but I'd say probably most under the age of 21. Or most kids under the age of 21 really like Post Malone or have heard his music and know who he is. So this was, kind of a way on this was one of the bigger things recently where people have been saying that this should not be happening as far as advertising. He should not be able to use his influence to advertise alcohol onto people that are not of drinking age. Discussion questions. Should alcohol be regulated at all since there is no getting rid of it? This was a thing I was seeing a lot. I mean, you're obviously never going to get alcohol completely banned. Even if you do outlaw it, which they've tried, people are still going to drink it. So it'll never be gone. People will always be drinking it 21 or under. So it begs the question of if there should really even be anything done about it, trying to prevent it, because it really can't be done if you think about it. Um, and another question is, should influential people like Post Malone be able to have Bud Light endorsements? Um, it's a tough question, especially, I mean, especially like who it is. It depends on who it is and who their audience is and who they cater to, who they speak to mostly, in public. Um, that's kind of a big thing to do with it, but I mean, it could obviously go either way. It is a business. It is to a business and someone like Post Malone coming to an agreement to um, do business together and have their names, connected. So, I mean, I don't know if you will really ever be able to stop that from happening either, but it's something that people have said. Ethics and corporate responsibility. I personally believe that there should be regulations on some. It should not be. They shouldn't be able to freely advertise alcohol to anybody. I mean, I think that would be a problem, and I think that would see more people drinking at a younger age. Um, pushing a lot of people see the problem with pushing alcohol into large audiences, since a lot of them will be under the age of 21. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You'll never be able to tell completely who's watching what, but it is something to think about. But it isn't that simple of an issue. There's opposing opinions with equally good points, and like one of them is, many people like to bring up the fact that an 18-year-old could serve in the military, but they would not be allowed to, consume alcohol in any way at all. Which, I mean, you think about that. Serving in the military, depending on what you're doing, that could be an extremely dangerous profession where you could potentially lose your life. And alcohol, I mean, it's the same thing, but again, you're doing both of the things to yourself. So it begs the question, should the drinking age be lowered to 18 and make it just a little bit less of a little bit time break? But that is also something that a lot of people have said in terms of, changes that should be made to the alcohol regulations is they should be able to advertise to anybody 18 and older. So that is it.